They then get a position on in the bank boardrooms, right? And as long as the financial sector is so big and overblown like that, that'll continue to happen.
Okay. Gonna come up?
I think we already have a problem with the tax system, and to give them more money and have faith and confidence that they're going to spend it properly is naive. My question is, where do you get your information that tells you that half of this money will be funneled back to the poor? And what makes you think it's going to be used any better than the money that we're already giving them?
Yeah. This is a proposal from the global movement for the Robinhood Tax. Is that countries would agree that half of it would go to global poverty and to fight climate change. And you need to be well. We need to. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's in writing on the.
The money first, and then we're going to negotiate how we're going to use it afterwards once they have it.
No. Yeah, no. The whole proposal for a Robinhood tax is that half of it would go to those needs, and this is money that's coming from the financial sector.
Come from the middle class. Anybody earning over $200,000 will be taxed. That's a fact.
Okay. Okay. Do we have another question?
Yeah, it's a little bit pertaining to what that question started to ask. Just, are there any ideas about how the half that will be generated internationally will be administered?
Well, some of the proposals are that they go to meet what the UN has as the Millennium Development Goals, which is to reduce poverty. So there are a number of different proposals on that. I mean, it's always a challenge, right, to do that. But this is one of the most progressive taxes that there is out there in terms of taxing a sector that has had tons of tax breaks, and it would mostly fall on very wealthy people and wealthy institutions, and redirecting that to the poorest of the poor around the world. So there are a lot of environmental groups. If you go to the Robinhood.uk.org.uk website, you'll see that most of the people that have been campaigning for this are anti-poverty groups, development groups, environmental groups. Those are the people who have been campaigning for this for years, and they are pushing for this.
Okay, let's get one more question before we start the march.
Hi, my name is Harley Much, and I'm just curious what killed the Robinhood tax the first time. You said it was already tried to introduce it once, and what happened to it then?
Well, a number of countries already do have stock transaction taxes, but the idea for a Robinhood tax is actually a recent idea, and it's to put a tax on a broader base tax. So there are taxes that different countries have on stock transactions. The UK has got one, Switzerland's got one, China's got one, a lot of countries around the world have one. But this is an idea to tax the really globally mobile financial transactions that have caused such destruction. So the whole Robinhood tax is this particular idea is a fairly recent proposal in the last few years, and they've been pushing hard. It takes a lot of work and a lot of hard work to achieve change, and often years, sometimes decades, right?
Okay, thank you, Toby, very much. Actually, I have one question for you, if you could permit. My question is, currently our stock market systems are allowed to leverage up to 35-to-1 on their current assets, which allows them to cycle money into an entirely money creation system, which is one of the biggest clauses of our current inflation and debt-based system. How does a 1% tax on the already created inflated fiat money help to really address the core of the issue?
Well, it does, because it's on the nominal value of those transactions. If people are leveraging their money like that, that would reduce the incentives for leverage in that way. Exactly, yeah.
Thank you, Toby. And do we have an individual over here who's going to be responsible for the head of the march who would like to come help people understand where we're going and where to go?
Good afternoon. My name is Eric Hamilton Smith, and I have our march route. Given that tomorrow, I don't know if you're aware, right now this is the eve of the G20 meeting in France, and we thought it appropriate to send a message to the leaders of all national governments that this tax ought to be on the agenda tomorrow, and that they should introduce this as a way of generating revenue for all people in the world, the people in Canada. We need to send a message to Stephen Harper and tell him that this tax is what the people want. If he needs revenue so badly that he is cutting social programs, this is the people's solution to that problem. So, that being said, I'd like to suggest that we march on 2 federal government buildings that are in the downtown core. We'll be leaving here from the Vancouver Art Gallery, heading northeast on Hornby toward Georgia Street, at which time we'll be turning onto Georgia, heading to the Industry Canada office, also Services Canada office at 300 West Georgia Street on the corner of Georgia and Homer, which is right down here. Following which time, there's also a Revenue Canada office. I know everybody's a big fan of Revenue Canada. And they are located on Pender Street at Thurlow. So I suggest this for a march route. I invite everybody to join us. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, please head over to that corner right there, northeast corner. We're going to be heading down Georgia Street and stop just past Richards. I'm sure you'll see the sign, Federal Government, Government of Canada, right on the side of it, on the corner of